It's been over a year now since I started No Bracket Bucket. And in this period of time, a lot of people have asked me what really the name No Bracket Bucket stands for. Hello everyone, I'm Shreya Difte. Welcome on my channel No Bracket Bucket. And today, before we start, I'm going to answer the frequently asked question that I mentioned earlier. So, my channel is all about me sharing my experiences as I explore my bucket list. I didn't want to bracket or restrict my bucket list to any specific or any one category like travel, food, or culture. This place for me is a place where I can share my experiences, my learnings, my inspirations with all of you through videos. And basically, it's an open ended bucket list, and hence the name No Bracket Bucket. लॉकडाउन में ट्रैवलिंग को तो बैक सीट लेनी ही पड़ी बट वी हैव गॉट टू डू अदर थिंग्स इन द लिस्ट राइट सो कुकिंग चेक बेकिंग चेक learning yoga and meditation check. What next? Writing? Well, I have started attempting that too. But today let's talk about someone extremely talented, someone who has tried writing and reached a benchmark at a very young age. So everyone, introducing on No Bracket Bucket for very first time, a budding author, my friend, my brother, Gokul Nair. Hi, welcome
Hi
on the
guys.
channel. How are you?
Thank you, Shreya. Thank you, Shreya, for this opportunity.
Yeah, welcome. So happy to welcome you. वैसे you are not new to No Bracket Bucket.
I know.
Yeah,
I
and
was there
you are
when
one
you
of the
started.
reasons. Sorry?
I was there when you started it.
Yeah, exactly. You are, in fact, one of the reasons this channel exists. And so far, you have done a good job behind the camera for my previous videos. And
Yeah,
it will be great pleasure to welcome on this side of the camera.
thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Are you excited? Because I'm really excited. This is something
Even
that
I'm
I've not.
the
This is something
opportunity.
that I've not done before, and I'm glad that it's with you because ज़्यादा tension नहीं है.
Yeah, and like you said, I have been behind the camera for all these years. So now even we both parallelly side by
Yeah.
side. It's
Exactly. So, for my viewer friends, I would like to tell that I have known Gokul for past 4 years now, and I've seen him engaged in creative writing. And finally, in 2020 August, he launched his first book, his debut novel called The Day Before Tomorrow. Okay, so this is really huge for me and for many others. Congratulations. And
thank you.
this achievement of yours is exactly what we are here to talk about today. So मैंने तो book पढ़ा है and I really loved it, but I would really like to know from you. So tell something about the book.
So so The Day Before Tomorrow, it's an anthology, and an anthology is basically a collection of short stories. And the term anthology is because anthology means that these short stories which are there in that book will have something which is similar. That is why it's called an anthology. There will be one connecting criteria between all the four short stories, and that's what I've tried to attempt at in this book.
मुझे तो पिछले 2-3 सालों से पता है that 2 सालों से पता था that you are writing a book, but when did it actually come to you कि you know what, I should write a book or I can write a book, and what triggered you?
Okay, so since childhood, I liked narrating stories and all, but then my command over English and all was not that good. Okay, so then I used to read, but then I used to be a light reader back then. So then as I entered architecture, my reading became more of like an addiction. You know how you have binge watching and all movies. Same way I like to read. It's an addiction for me. And when I started reading, I developed that flow of narration, and I thought that I should write stories, and I like doing that. So then I wrote one short story at the very beginning, and that feeling when I wrote the short story and I made my parents and my family read it. Even you were there when the first short story I wrote, and I made you read it. That happiness, I realized that I should continue doing it. So that's how it slowly formulated into becoming a book.
That's great. As you mentioned, like architecture, तो हम लोग
Yeah.
आर्किटेक्चर कर रहे हैं, we are classmates and we are in the final year of architecture. So writing a book in itself is a big thing. Like for me it is. And writing a book while you are studying something as difficult as architecture, uh, from personal experience I can say ki architecture is quite demanding sometimes. uh,
Yes.
so did you face any challenges because of architecture? Like has architecture affected the process of writing a book in any way?
Actually, there are two sides to this. One is that it has affected in a positive way because of architecture, I realized that yes, I should do something else also.
And that
Okay, so
happens with everyone. That happens with me also. I,
that's
I,
how
I would
Nobel.
definitely like to give the credits to architecture for my channel, because that is why I came up with this idea. Sorry to
Yeah.
disturb. Continue.
So yeah, but then the negative aspect of architecture was that I could never write anything. Like say we have a college, right, and we never reach home by before 6 o'clock. We would always be working or something like that.
Yeah.
But after that, I would not be able to sit and then start writing. I needed a reset button sort of. So that used to usually be either my night walks or something, or my sleep. So most of the writing that I've done is actually done in the morning. Like I used to get up at 5 o'clock or something, and I would write the the basic structure line, and then editing and all I would do later on. But that was mainly mechanical work. So yeah, it has affected me. That is why it took me 2 years to write. Otherwise, it would have been done in a shorter period of time.
Okay. So moving forward, I know how big of a bookworm you are. I've seen
Yeah.
so many books in your house. You don't miss out on any bookstore hauls. And so my question is ki, even like, do you think that for someone to write better, he or she has to be habitual to reading? Like, does reading a lot makes a person write better?
Yeah,
What do you
actually,
have to say?
it is actually that is true. Reading actually helps you write because me, if you take in English grammar as a technical language, I will not be that good. But then, because I read, that is how I develop the flow of writing. Because writing a book, the most challenging part is you're not writing what you are feeling. You have to put yourself in another person's shoes and write from his point of view, right? So then, to get that flow of narration, you should have that habit of reading. And in most cases, I used to write immediately after I read some book or something. I develop that flow in my head, and then I would write like my book. I would
Okay.
write.
So at this point, I would like to mention this, that the person here sitting right in front of me, he reads at an incredible pace. I mean, 2-3 books in a week. How do you manage that? मुझे तो एक book पढ़ने के लिए 1-2-3 महीने तो आराम से लग जाते हैं. And that too, even if the book is interesting. How do you read so fast?
That's actually it's all about starting. You have to start at some point, right? So at the beginning, I was really slow. I used to read at a slower pace and all. And then as you pick up your pace, as you read more and more, you start picking up pace. So then now at this point, it's not that I read the entire sentence at one go. I can just pick up the keywords and your mind naturally starts to formulate those sentences. That's how you pick up pace to read books. And then once you start reading and when you become extremely addicted to it, then that point where you finish one book and you don't have any other book to read, that becomes very frustrating. You have to read continuously, go maintain that.
तुझे भी पता होगा that reading is this one habit that I always wanted to
Yeah,
have it in me. And I
yeah,
had, मैं बचपन में बहुत ज़्यादा पढ़ती थी, but now somehow I videos started attracting me, creating videos. But
yeah.
if someone has to like start reading, like what do you suggest? How can one develop interest in
Actually,
that?
the thing about book is like it's in many ways it's similar to watching a movie. Okay, so you may like movies. You everybody has their own preferences, right? So in that same way, a book also matters. Like what kind of book you choose to read. You can't just pick up a 700-page book and then start reading, and then you are bound to lose interest after some point of time. So I personally believe if you want to start the habit of reading and getting into the flow, you should read those 300 pages, 200 pages book where you know that you're finishing the book at a reasonable pace. And also language matters because there are some books which are beautiful, but the language is so difficult that you end up looking at the dictionary all the time, that you actually lose interest in the story itself.
Yeah, that happens
So
with
I
me. That
so
happens
I
with me all the time.
so
Like,
that I personally feel is like John Green, the writer. His books are very simple, straightforward. You don't have to think much.
I was
Simple words.
about to come to that question actually. That was the next
Okay.
question. Uh, please tell me that which are your three top favorites, and that you would like to recommend to others, someone like
Okay.
me, who likes to read occasionally, like बहुत मुश्किल से interest बनता है ऐसे readers के लिए, which three books you would like to recommend?
Okay. So now I'm not going to recommend, like, I have my favorites, and I'm going to recommend also different books, because my favorites not necessarily at this point, not everyone might like it at this point, right?
Right,
So,
right.
like I said earlier, John Green, his books are really good. It's simple, and it keeps you captivated throughout the storyline, simple language, and nice stories. So his books will help you develop, the habit of reading. Okay, it has also happened to me, like like in school, that I have read books. I have read books, and then at one point I read such a book that then I lost interest, and then there's 1 year gap where I did not read at all, and then I again started reading. So these, that matters, which book you take. So I would personally suggest, like I said, John Green is a great writer. He's a great writer. He can, I mean, you can relate it on all levels with his language and all. Then on to some extent, non-fiction books also help. Robin Sharma. I know you like Robin Sharma a
Yeah,
lot.
I'm currently reading Robin Sharma.
Yeah. So non-fiction books are easier to read, and it's also extremely motivational when you read. So you have in non-fiction, you have Robin Sharma, then Malcolm Gladwell. These writers, they write excellent books, and it really sets your life in a different perspective, as in a completely different way. So they are good readers. They're good writers. So then they are good writers, and then I would like to say that in terms of genre which you should choose for books, thrillers are always a better way to start, because everybody, even in movies, you like thrillers because you always want to know who the killer is, or who the murderers, or
It
something
keeps
of
you
that sort.
hooked.
Yeah, it keeps you hooked. So
Yeah.
choosing a thriller book is always a good way to start your book reading habit, because in thrillers, you have Dan Brown, but then Dan Brown, I personally consider you all choosing little later, like in the middle phase, because these books are very detailed, simple language but very detailed. Okay, and
Yeah.
a lot of architectural aspects and all. So so it can be a little challenging at times, but then there's this writer called Marcus Zusak. So he's written the books like The Book Thief and Bridge of Clay, and they're beautiful. Very simple stories, but the way he narrates it with his language and it's amazing. Okay, and it can be 500 pages, and you will never feel you have read actually 500 pages. He takes it very smoothly through language. So Marcus Zusak, Murakami is an excellent describer in terms of descriptive works. He has a talent where his protagonist in every book, whatever job he is doing, we are tempted to do that job. So if this protagonist is the artist, the way he describes his passion towards it, we get tempted to do that. So he's an excellent author in terms of description, and to describe emotions and weather, climate. He's a good author. So yeah, these are like my these are the authors which I would suggest you all read. Okay, you all will read, and also there are authors like Anthony Doerr and all, who all are great authors, beautiful stories, but then they are very challenging reads.
Yeah. So my next question is, have you started working on your next book?
Yeah, I have actually started working on my next book, and this is not going to be like a short story collection. This is
Oh,
going to be a proper novel. It is. I'm trying to target, a journey and inspiration and a motivation story. So that's what I'm aiming at.
a journey always fascinates everyone. So
That always fascinates people.
yeah,
So
nice.
I'm trying to highlight, through my characters, that even in the worst situations, you can find a silver lining, and you can step up and trying to able to live your life like the way you want. Oh,
Okay.
actually, originally, the third story, which is there in my anthology, The Three Puppeteers, that was supposed to be a novel. That actually at the day before tomorrow was never a concept. The concept was the three puppeteers was supposed to be a novel. They're written over like for the past 2 years. I've written over like 20,000 words. And then as I was writing, I realized that more and more I'm writing, and that effect which I wanted the readers to have while they read that story, that was dissipating with every page or something. So I decided I deleted all 20,000 words and then started a clean slate with three puppeteers, and that's how that became a short story in that.
This is why writing is a big thing, Hats off to you. How do you do it? इतना patience की जरूरत है. मुझे मेरे English paper में essays and letters लिखना भी पसंद नहीं था.
Even I didn't like when I was in 10th and 12th, if my classmates ever, when they see this video, they will know what I mean when I say that I was terrible at writing and I could not write at all. But then
I do not believe that. You write so good. This one proves.
Then after that, in 11th and 12th, whether I studied 11th and 12th, but I focused on reading a lot and architecture also. So that's how which helped me. Actually, reading does help you. What do you call that? Improve your grammar, your English, your way of narration. So that does help a lot.
So many people have this requirement that they like to work in a specific space in their house, or for example, I have my desk with a great view, and which motivates me to work hard on my video edits. So do you have any such specific environment that you like to work in, which you think gives the best outcome?
Yeah, I do. Even I have this window seating. That's where I usually sit, and then on my notebook when I'm writing the first the first draft, that's always handwritten. I've never written on the laptop because you don't get to think while writing on a laptop.
Just like sketching.
Yeah, you can't immediately how our design plans can't immediately just come out in AutoCAD, right? So you have to always sketch it out. So I have this windowsill, and that's where I sit, and then I write down I write down a basic chapter outline, and that's where I get inspired. And of course, music is one of the major factors. It has been a major factor because I'm not even kidding. Every this what you call that story have a music associated with it. I've listened to that music while writing the story. It helps me, develop that flow in writing.
Yeah,
so these two aspects, the location and music, that has been the key feature for me to write.
I think I should start writing with while listening to music. तब मैं शायद थोड़ा अच्छा लिख लूं. Because I have to struggle even for my Instagram captions.
Yeah, but I'll tell you honestly, even after all this, even now, even for me, writing an Instagram caption or even writing a couple of sentences, it's still I'm still I find it very daunting and challenging in the beginning. It gets a little difficult.
I think that's the challenge. That's what makes you work harder.
Yeah, definitely. That's what trying to push the limits at all times is what makes us work harder.
Many people have this habit that they need coffee or chai, or they write in a specific at a specific time of the day. So is there anything like this with you? Oh, you have
actually, I also used to prefer having coffee, but then for me, not the factor that I'm having coffee and writing is not what motivates me. The concept I'm going to get coffee while writing is what motivates me, rather than actually drinking the coffee.
Okay, so let's talk about traveling now. As we are on No Bracket Bucket. Okay, so thanks to architecture, because it let us travel together for the past 4 years, and because of which I know that even you are a passionate traveler. So is there any connection between travel and writing for you? Does travel help you write better? Anything like that?
Yeah, it does. Actually, see, the thing is, writing, the writing part, okay, now, the writing part is obviously done at home, the next to the windowsill and all that. But till date, it has always helped me, when I'm traveling. It's always that constant state of motion when your mind runs the best. All your ideas and all, that's always when you're walking, you're traveling, you're running. That's when it matters, okay? And our Bhutan trip, when we had Bhutan trip, that is when I got the idea of the three puppeteers as a whole.
Wow.
So
Okay.
setting and the backdrop of the storyline of Years was in our Bhutan trip when we used to travel through Paro, Thimphu and all. That is when it inspired me. So
So it's
travel and
just the
write.
so it's just the thinking process that goes on while traveling. You don't write, like
Yeah,
literally you don't write.
no, not while traveling. I have not, but see, it's all a mode of expression. So like how you vlog, right? You do vlog and I write. So both are equally both are modes of expression. So the way you vlog, we can also connect. We can also describe a particular journey through writing, and it can be as effective. So having these all are different forms of art, and people choose various forms which they like to do. Like you like to vlog, and I like to write. So there's no definite boundary or something doing both. They all play on in together.
Yeah,
They all play hand in hand.
right. So we have reached to the end of our interview. I don't like
Okay.
calling it an interview because I can't be so formal with you. Okay, so here's this
I know.
last question, which is very important question, and listen to it carefully and answer it in a very interesting way. Uh, do you have any plans of writing a book on my life?
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to. I've seen it for 4 years. I've seen
Oh,
everything that I've done for the past 4 years. It's very
wow,
can be a
that
very
just made
complex.
my day. मैंने तो ऐसे ही पूछ लिया था. You know what? You can keep a chapter
Can
or
be,
two for
can be
yourself.
entertaining. No, I'm saying it can be a very entertaining read. You're
हाँ,
writing a story on you.
सोचना seriously. I'm very serious.
Yeah. And I'm serious, absolutely.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so I think we have covered up all the required questions,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I hope you like the questions because I am no
uh,
expert in this,
yeah.
but I've tried my best.
This is
Um,
all point. Also,
and
actually, I also wanted to tell, the person who's taking my interview, I mean, you who are doing that, everyone should also know the fact that you are nothing less in writing. I mean, they should actually read your post and the captions.
thank you,
Okay,
thank you so
so
much.
everyone, please read the captions of our post. It's amazing.
Thank you. That means a lot, Gokul. Thank you. And I think now it's time for you to know that the day I will reach Pune, you have to throw a grand party because this is huge. I'm repeating again, writing a book is a big thing. You have to throw a party. I will talk to auntie. Um,
Uh,
she will provide you with the funds, but you don't even need funds now. You are a writer again.
but it's better, I take the funds from my mother only. Rather than
In the end, on serious note, I would like to tell that Gokul, you inspire me so much. And today, now I realize that it is important for us to find people who will inspire us, but it is more important for us to find inspiration in the people who are already around us, just like you. So,
thank you so much. It means a
thank
lot.
you for your time.
It means a lot. Yeah. And guys, don't forget to, subscribe to No Bracket Bucket. Please do because they are amazing vlogs. I mean, Meghalaya, Pondicherry, Bhutan, amazing vlogs. And I really want you all to subscribe and watch these. It's amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time, and hopefully और भी vlogs आएंगे. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys. Thank you Gokul for coming.
Thank you so
Uh,
much for the opportunity. Yeah.
the Day Before Tomorrow is available on Amazon in both Kindle and paperback format. I will put a link to that in the description below, and I'll also put a link to my social media handles. Go and please follow. And please order. I have read this and I cannot explain how interesting and how amazing this is. So thank you so much for
Thank you so
watching.
much.
Share this video as much as you can. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you still haven't. Bye. Thank you. Bye, Gokul.
Bye,
Thanks.
guys. So this is our site. This is the access road for our site. So as you can see, those are the contours for our